All right, so today in math, we're going to continue our unit on grouping and renaming, and we are actually going to skip 2 pages in our book. Let me look back and see. We're going to skip 365 and 366. We're going to skip those 2 pages. I think that it makes it a lot more confusing the way they teach you on those 2 pages, and I don't think it's necessary to get to the end result, which is just regrouping. So we're going to skip those, and we are going to be working today on 367 and 368. I'm going to show you on my sheet how to do it, and then you will do your sheet once I get done, okay? Now, I'm going to X through some stuff, so if I tell you that you don't need to do part of it, you don't have to do it, okay? Even if the directions say to do something, I may tell you differently, so make sure you're listening to what I'm telling you on my sheet because I'll expect the same thing on your sheet. I'm trying to make it easy for you, as easy as possible, okay? All right, so here we go. All right, so I have on my sheet, I have X'd out the pictures because I think what they want you to do with the pictures, I think is really confusing for me to try to do over the phone and to not be able to sit there with you and help you through it. And parents, I just don't want to put this on you, trying to teach it a way that you probably didn't learn how to do because I didn't learn how to do it this way. So we're going to X out all the little pictures that we have here, and we are just going to do the regrouping. We are just going to add by carrying numbers, okay? So we've talked about this, boys and girls. Whenever we are doing adding that has 2 columns of numbers, I'm trying to see if I can find a highlighter in my bag of goodies in here. I don't know if I see one. I do see a yellow marker, though. We're always going to do the right side first. You're always going to do the right side first. So we're going to add 5 plus 6. Okay, well 5 plus 6 is 11. I'm going to put the 1 that's in the ones place there, but I'm going to put my 1 up here that's in the tens place. So there's my 11. It's kind of split in half. The tens number is in the tens place. The ones number is down here in that same row. And then I'm going to add 3 plus 1, which is 4. So my answer of 35 plus 6 is 1. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around so I can show you up close. Okay, so what you do first is the ones column. You always do the ones first. And 5 plus 6 is 11. I can't write 11 down here. I have to put the 1 that's in the ones place here and the 1 that's in the tens place there. So my answer is going to be split. Here's my 11 right here, but it's split. Okay, then I'm going to add this row, my tens row, and I'm going to add 3 plus 1 is 4. So the answer is 41. Okay, all right, I'm going to do this one, and then I'll bring it back up here closer. All right, so let's do it like that. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do, like I did before, I'm going to do the ones place first. You don't have to highlight this. I'm just doing it so you can see. I'm going to do the ones place first, and 7 plus 5 is 12. So I'm going to put the 2 here because the 2 is in the ones place of the number 12, and I'm going to put the 1 up here. So there's 12. It's just split. 1, 2 make 12. Okay, but the 1 is in the tens place, and the 2 is down here. Now I'm going to add the tens. 2 plus 1 is 3. 32 is my answer. So I did the 7 plus 5 first, which is 12. There's the 1 for the 12, and there's the 2 for the 12. So that's how I made the number 12. And then I'm going to add the 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. All right, so let me go to the next set. Okay. All right, I'm going to do 8 plus 2 first because they're my ones numbers. You always have to do ones first. 8 plus 2 is 10. I'm going to put the 0 here because in the number 10, the 0 is in the ones place. I'm going to put the 1 up here for 10. So there's my 10. 1, 0 makes 10. And now I'm going to add my tens column. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 42 plus 8 is 50. Same thing over here. I'm going to do 9 plus 7 first because it's in the ones place. 9 plus 7 is 16. I can't write 1, 6 down here. I can put the 6 for 16 down here, but I have to put the 1 in the box in the ones place, okay, or the tens place. Now I'm going to add 1 plus 1 is 2. So 19 plus 7 is 26. And I'll bring those up closer too so you can see what I did. If you need to pause that and look at it while you do your work, you can do that. Remember, I didn't use the pictures. They want you to do some crazy circling and moving things around, and I think that's too complicated for the situation that we're in right now. So we just need to just learn how to regroup, because that's what you're gonna do like forever anyway, okay? All right, down here at the bottom, we have a number picture story, but I'm gonna show you how I want you to do that as well. I think that, yeah, you have one on your paper too. All right, so Jason counted 16 black sheep at the farm. He also counted 8 white sheep. How many sheep did he count? Okay, so I've got to write a number sentence. 16 is how many black sheep plus the 8 white sheep equals what? Okay, I don't want you adding side to side. I don't want you to add like this. I want to see over here. I want you to write your problem out up and down. Okay, it's very hard to add side to side when you have to regroup. So I want you to write it up and down. Then you do your ones place. 8 plus 6. 14. I'm going to put the 4 for the 14 there and the 1 up here. So there's my 14. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. 16 plus 8 is 24. So he had 24 sheep. Okay. And there's that up closer if you need to see it. Okay, so if you need to take a picture or pause it or whatever, that's fine. Okay. I'm going to flip it around so I can talk to you. So that's how you're going to complete your sheet today. I want you to X out the pictures that are there, like the 1s and 10s blocks, unless your mom and dad are there and they know what they're doing and they want you to do it that way, then like you can try it, but I think it's more confusing. And I think the end result, what they want you to learn how to do is they want you to learn how to add where you have to carry. And that's what we're doing. That's what we've learned to do. We just didn't use the pictures. We just use math. But just remember, you always start in the 1s, and then whenever you have a 2-digit number, which you will in the 1s column, you can't put the 2 digits at the bottom. You have to put the 1s number at the bottom and carry the 10s number and then add that row down. Okay? And remember, if you have a word problem, I don't want you to add side to side. I want you to, in the extra space you have, write it up and down, because when you do it side to side, that's where you end up making mistakes, okay? All right, so you're going to complete today 367 and 368. On the back side of that is the same thing. It's pictures. Ooh, let's see. I'm looking at that. I'm just going to have you do page 367. You know, we're not even going to do 368 because that's a bunch of 10s and 1s and you've had to carry stuff. So we are only going to do 367. Okay? Just 367 today. Okay? All right, boys and girls.